here's I sell enterprise software.
Yep.
I'm targeting a retail organization with about 150,000 employees.
Okay.
My end goal is to get a meeting with the EVP of operations. Right now, I don't have a referral into that person working on it.
Love it.
One way I've done that before is by surveying the field, his people. So the end result is, hey, I've talked to 15 of your people and I've learned this insight, led to this action, whatever, some sort of financials.
Yep.
So in getting those conversations with getting district managers, regional managers inside this multi-billion-dollar retail organization, the result I want to get from them is a conversation where I ask them, of the customer experience data you have today, have you been able to take action on any of those insights? Because I know that the data is being delivered in a way that it's not actionable. They have a score, right? And if a score goes up or down. So I tried like 30 LinkedIn messages around like asking for time, donating to this particular company's like foundation for charity, like in exchange for their time. And like I came up with one.
Okay.
Like person willing to talk to me.
Yep.
So just coaching that you have on how I might get. It's great because I don't want them to buy anything. We're currently a partner inside this organization. So I get to say we work with your company.
Yeah, sure. I would just, okay, if it was me, I would turn this from a Winnebago to a race car, right? And there's just, you mentioned a lot of stuff that can be misconstrued even though you're not doing it the wrong way. Like, for example, donating to your fund. I could misinterpret that as you are trying to bribe a meeting from me. And if I'm an EVP of a retail company, I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole because my mother, she smoked the long cigarettes and she had this voice, right, Matthew? The implication of impropriety is the same as impropriety. I'm like, Mom, have you been watching a lot of Law and Order? Law and Order is the best show ever, right? You're guilty until proven innocent. Ah! My mom did watch a lot of Law and Order. But Law and Order says, don't take calls with somebody that just says they donated to the thing. Common sense says that, so I'd steer clear of that. The other thing I would steer clear of, I was talking to your people, right? Snitches get stitches. The last thing an EVP wants is to take a meeting with somebody that's going to come in and say, well, I was talking to your people and they said this, and now it's a he said, she said, they said type of situation. Again, implication of impropriety. They're like, I don't know if I should have a backup in this meeting. What are they going to share with me? I would dumb all of this down and just say, listen, I would just say, hey, we've got a great relationship. I'll just say Toys R Us because I know it's not Toys R Us because they're closed. We could probably buy the blue sky on Toys R Us for $1 million. We should. Probably somebody already did. Yeah, we could open those toy stores again. But let's just say it's Toys R Us. Hey, listen, we love our relationship with Toys R Us. We love helping you guys. The more I think about it, and the more I'm out and about with other retailers and even, working with your organization, there is something that every EVP right now is having to deal with. Nobody is talking about it. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of it. If you got a few minutes, I wanted to give you a heads up on something. And that's your LinkedIn message. There's something that every EVP is having to deal with. Nobody's talking about. If you got a quick second, I just wanted to give you a heads up on something. They're going to be exponentially more likely to want to have a conversation that somebody's trying to give them a heads up than somebody's like, hey, I donated to your charity, or hey, I was talking to your people. EVPs, CEOs, CISOs, CIOs, CAOs, CCC, whatever, Cheerios. Everybody at the senior level, you know what they want, myself included? Information. They want insights. They want a gosh darn heads up. The last thing they want is somebody to be like, hey, I'd love to buy you lunch. They can buy their own lunch, right? They don't need somebody to donate. So I would go that way. And then I would even hold, back to our blackjack example, if you've got two aces that you've talked to their people, I'd keep those in your jacket, right? And I'd say, hey, here's what's going on, right? Here's a lot of times with the employee feedback, everything's in place, program's looking good. Where they're having difficulty, where a lot of EVPs are having a difficulty with, is actually on the implementation side and the communication out to their people. How are you guys dealing with that? Making sure that the data that we're collecting is actually being disseminated the right way out to your people. And then blah, 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 he's going to say, well, we're really trying. And I'm sure you are, because I've had some discussions with other people, and that jives with what you're saying, right? That's how I'm going to bring that up, is down the road a little bit, but I'm not going to lead with it.
Business,
Yeah.
field, but like in a way where it's super safe.
100%.
Great, Matt. Thank you.
Yeah, and in a way where here's what you want them to do. You want them to walk away. Let's say the conversation goes nowhere and they're like, don't need that. You want them to walk away from that conversation going, you know what? That gal's all right, right? Like she had my best interest in mind. She was just trying to give me a heads up. And the next time you call to give them a heads up, they're going to take your call. And now this is what real relationship building is. By the way, this is why I can't stand anybody. You got to build rapport. And I realize you guys need to have your expense reports. I also realize you guys get hungry. Okay, I've been in your world before, right? If I order the shrimp cocktail, it'll make it seem like there's 2 people at lunch, and then I don't have to pay for Chipotle. I get it, but most of the time, these entertainment stuff that we're doing with clients, it's not going anywhere. If you really want to start a relationship with somebody, give them heads up on things. Right, here's something I just want to make sure you're aware of. And even if they're like, dude, we totally know about this. If we had a board meeting about it, cool. I'm just want to look out for you. Right, they're like, dude, I appreciate it. Pound, knuckles. Right, and the next thing you know, they're buying you lunch. If you work in sales and you're serious about your career, I'm going to give you $300 right here, right now, to close more deals. Did we just become best friends? I think so. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. It's the most effective sales coaching system in the world. One little tiny piece of that sales coaching system is our mini masterclass on closing. It's $300. But I'm gonna cover the cost for you right now. I've set some money aside out of our marketing budget. If you click the link here, I will text you a code where you can go and grab the mini masterclass on closing. I'm gonna cover all of the cost for you. You pay nothing. There's no commitment on your end. My hope is that you close so much more business, you come and join us over at Easton University, but that choice is yours. If you wanna double, triple, quadruple your closing right now, click the link. I will text you a code to get the Easton University mini masterclass on closing right here, right now, and I'm gonna cover all the cost for you. Click the link. I'll see you on the other side.